During the mid-90s to the late 90s, when 3D polygons were the next phase of the technical evolution, Japanese game developer Treasure stick to what they know best, 2D sprites. From previously working on 16-bit game Alien Soldier for the Mega Drive, aka Genesis, now it was time to move on to the 32-bit era of gaming. Developing a frantic arcade-style beat-em-up that is also an RPG, feeling like a cross between Streets of Rage meets Dungens and Dragons. Released in the year 1996, it's one of my favourite brawlers of all time, Guardian Heroes for the Sega Saturn. It's the story of the enchanted sword falling into the hands of the band of young heroes. The sword having the power to unwake the undead hero, they join forces to venture on a quest to change the fates of the entire kingdom. Look, I don't play beat 'em ups for the story, but boy does Guardian Heroes have a story, giving the player options and choices within the game, resulting to several endings. There is a total of 30 stages to play through in the game. Which stages you play would depend on the choices you make or the battles you win or lose. For a brawler, this was revolutionary at the time. Music composed and programmed by Hideki Masaki, a former member of the world-renowned electronic music band YMO, Yellow Magic Orchestra. You could somewhat say they are the pioneers of the electronic music, especially in the pop culture. I have to say the music for the game is something else. Best use of electronic music, clearly showing Hideki's mastery in the field. Just have a listen for yourself. There are 5 playable characters in the game, each playing differently from each other. Which one you choose would make the game feel different. I do like the character designs, the anime art style with the use of vivid colours. You have Han, who is a standard brute muscle man with only one magical attack. Then this bird Nicole, who is a healer, seems like a bit of a pansy, but secretly has one of the strongest attacks in the game, her flipping shield. Then my favourite, Jinjiro, with electrical powers. He is extremely fast and combo heavy. Then you have the sorcerer, Randy, with a wide selection of magical attacks but low vitality. And finally, Serena, who is an all-round character, but you could only unlock her after beating the main game. We also have one non-playable character, the undead hero. You have a list of commands to choose from to control him. Depending on which character you choose, the list would vary. The non-playable character is highly useful and not just a pushover. Guardian Heroes is one heck of a challenging brawler. The game is fair, however I feel like playing 2 players is much needed to complete such a game. Completing Guardian Heroes alone is possible, but a challenging task awaits. The game took me 4 hours to complete, only because I kept on dying and I had to retry the stages. My best advice is to rack up on the experience points to change up the character statistics, being an RPG of course. This can be achieved by juggling bad guys in the air as long as possible, so that's a little tip for you guys out there. The game has a verse mode where up to 6 people can fight each other at the same time. Having over 45 characters to choose from, back in the day, me and my pals used to play this mode after school. Ah, the memories! What makes a brawler good? The combat mechanics, of course, and Guardian Heroes certainly delivers with tight controls and challenging AI. You have a medium and heavy attacks, allowing for chain combos. We also have magical attacks, simply not being a button basher. We have a block button, which is crucial to counter attack and parry your enemy's attack. One thing I don't like about the combat is how there are 3 levels of playing fields. With a simple press of a button would change your line of field in which you stand. I'm not sure why the developers didn't just stick to the usual type of movement on screen like most 2D brawlers at the time. The game doesn't slow down despite how many enemies on screen. However, at times the sheer amount of enemies on screen is a bit too much at times. Too often I couldn't spot my own character. Guardian Heroes is a great example of how brawlers should have evolved. Solid combat mechanics with the perk of multiple routes thrown in with RPG elements. It's an arcade game, but yet an engaging experience for the home console. This is one of the finest brawlers I have played. If you are into brawlers yourself, then do yourself a favour, pick it up. If you don't, then you have truly missed out on something which is quite a gem. Anyways guys, as always, it's been a pleasure, and I want to thank you for watching and supporting my channel. Peace.